All right, welcome back, collective. Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. I hope everything is going great so far. And today I wanted to actually ask Spirit a question of how is the new year going to be working in my collective's favor? So that's going to be the topic of today's reading. So let's get into it. How is the new year going to work in my collective's new year? All right, let's start here. The back of the deck is the Four of Swords. So let's start with the first card. Let me check your in frame first. Yes, perfect. Okay. With the Four of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing that maybe you guys are feeling a bit of instability. Maybe in your emotions, maybe your emotions are feeling a bit up and down, like there's really no relaxation period with the Four of Swords. It seems like what you're really trying to do is find the peace, the calm after the storm, right? The Tower is probably one of the biggest storms that is told through tarot. And so, yeah, you guys are feeling a bit unstable, but not in like, the way that's like concerning. It's just your reaction towards your life, and that's fair. With the Justice, what you're going through is very it's fair. You're allowed to feel this way. And in reality, like, things were made to almost make you feel unstable. It seems as though you were kind of in this Nine of Cups energy up until this point of instability. You've been feeling really good about yourself, and it's not coming from like outside sources like the well. You're not sourcing this feeling good from outside of you. It's very internal because you've mastered your Emperor state. You've mastered your Divine Masculine state. And because of this, it is going to bring you justice in this new year, because you're going to be able to start making moves towards the things that you really want to. I'm seeing career as a really big one. I'm seeing, I think collective, you're really like money, career, just stability focus because of the heightened sensation around this instability. Okay, so know that even though you're feeling like very emotional about your situation right now, it will subside. You will be able to rest. You will be able to feel calm after the storm. Yeah, but let's go into how this new year is going to work in your favor. So this seems like your energy so far, what is going on with your life. So now the next part is going to be about what is actually going to unfold. Okay, I'll put this away then. Actually, we don't need that anymore. Spirit guides, how is this year unfolding for the collective? How is this working in their favor? The World in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Queen of... Whoa, okay. Calm down. My cards are all over the place. Okay, we'll start here. With the World and the Empress in reverse, it's telling me, these are all like almost female archetypes. And, of course the World isn't just female, but it's represented by female because Mother Gaia, kind of thing. So with the World and the Empress in reverse, you are not feeling too much in your feminine energy. And this is because currently your confidence isn't as high as it normally would be. And the reason for this is because your body is actually learning how to maintain a level of confidence throughout all periods of your life, right? Spirit is working with you to become unshakable. Basically, the Temperance card is all about patience, all about balance, and you have been learning this. I think 2025 was a big year of you learning how to balance out your life and balancing out your emotions while you're going through life. Because normally I think we're more prone to kind of shutting down, right, when we feel a certain thing. But this time, Spirit is like, okay, we're allowed to feel that, but don't shut down. Do not shut down. If anything, stand taller. If anything, feel confident about yourself, knowing that even if you feel this low, you're still able to get back up, no matter what. And that is what Spirit is trying to put in you. Willpower. Absolute willpower. With the Emperor coming out before and the Empress coming out in reverse now, it's really showing me that, collective, you are shifting from a divine feminine to a divine masculine energy. And this can come in the form of twin flame unions if you feel like you're a part of that. And if not, it is the divine energy within you that is coming in, that you are switching over to. It's a very masculine energy, and masculine's all about action, all about results, okay? It's all about going out in the world, literally like taking what you know is yours and, you know, just grabbing for yourself, but in a way where it's like, I deserve this, obviously. This is mine, obviously. You know, so that's the energy you're going to be in, collective. And I think this is going to help you a lot, because being in your divine feminine brought you a lot of, you know, it made you really love yourself and love your journey and see the impact that you have over people that look up to you, right? But now we're switching away from the feminine energy, because it's time for you guys and me to step up in our own energy that we've created. Okay, I think we have created this beautiful, beautiful, like, energetic bubble when it comes to the Empress. I feel like we have really learned how we flow with life, how energetically flowing with things is a lot better, a lot smoother. And using that knowledge in 2026, and 2026 being the year of the horse, there's going to be a lot of energy moving forward. And the best way to deal with this energy is just to ride it, is literally to hop on that horse and go with it rather than being dragged behind it, right? And so it's a mental shift where you're kind of taking charge. You're allowing yourself to take charge again. You're not caring about how you come off to people that, you know, like, it's the idea of suitors and stuff is cute. But when it comes to our life, like, we really have to take charge, and we really cannot give a crap about how people perceive us in this time, because it's a very powerful time for us. And side note, if you're dealing with people that don't like you, that you know just don't like you, they're going to have a buttload of stuff to deal with this year, because you're not taking any of their crap, and because energetically they're putting that stuff out, they're going to have to deal with it themselves. It is not going to be on you. It's literally like, look, I don't even think highly enough of you to even want to be in your life, to be in your favor, to be liked by you, to be seen by you. None of that matters, because I don't necessarily want to be even seen by you. You know, like, I don't even want your validation, first of all. So the tricks and stuff that they're going to play, it's going to seem really silly to you, when before it might have felt like, how dare they? But now it's like, oh, well, I don't really want to mingle with you. So if you don't think that much about me, like, I don't really care. It's just going to be like that. And it's necessary. It's necessary, collective, because you are moving forward in life in a way that you are leaving behind almost everything from your past. Nothing is remaining. Nothing is staying, because none of that stuff in 2025 was meant to stay. It was meant to transform you, because it was the year of the snake. And so snake is all about transformation, healing, Yeah. And so you did all that in 2025. 2026 is a year where you're really not taking people's crap because it's unnecessary. You don't even like them. I think, collective, you've had a switch in your mind where you're like, oh, wait, it's okay if they don't like me. It's okay if they've been so verbal about not liking me because I don't really like them and I don't need everyone to like me. So that's that. Right? For you, it's very simple. And that is kind of like the energy that spirit really wants you in, unbothered, unfazed, ready to go, ready to grab what's yours, ready to grab what's yours. And it's going to be just handed to you because you've mastered the Empress energy. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, you are literally going to be taking what's yours this year. So you've made that decision to move forward. You've decided to leave people where they are because you don't necessarily agree with them anymore anyways. And wanting them to agree with you is just not necessary because you don't really want their favor. You don't want their attention. You don't want anything to do with them. And that is good. That's good, collective, because you realize that, oh, well, I don't really want anything from them, so I'm just going to pull back all my energy. If they're looking for a reaction from me, they're not going to get it because I simply don't care. I am way too good in my own energy. I'm doing way too well for myself to even care about if this one thing is not in my life. You see how with the Nine of Pentacles, she has all of this abundance around her. She has her beautiful house. She has land. She has beautiful skies. She has abundance in the grapes because grapes, you know, wine is expensive. There's a lot of money there. And so Nine of Pentacles, you are going to be in that energy of, yes, give it to me. Gimme. And, you know, if people don't want to give it to you, you're like, okay, well, I don't really need it. So bye. Yeah. And the Tower, the confidence, your confidence got played with. Okay. Your confidence was basically targeted by people that didn't like you because the reason why they didn't like you, probably, collective, is probably because you're just a confident person. Okay, you just come off extremely confident. You're not worried about what people think about you because you have that deeper understanding that it's just not necessary. And because you like interact with life in that way, you come off so confident. And that's why a lot of people, if they didn't like you, if they didn't want to be in your circle, but okay, let's be honest, collective, these people only hurt you because you didn't want them in your circle anymore. Let's be real. And the tower was their own making, but what they didn't realize is that them making you feel that way actually helped you, actually propelled you into a state of just abundance because you were so done with their stuff that you took all your energy back and you were just like, I am pouring all of that into myself. You get none. Every one of you get nothing from me. And because you gave everyone else nothing, you gave yourself everything. And because of that, you are leading 2026 with a very, very open, communicative energy because you're good. You're not feeling lack. You're not feeling scared. You're not feeling lack of confidence at all. In fact, you're just staying quiet because that's the way you like it. You don't need people to know. You're not out here like, I need everyone to know how well I am. I need everyone to know how confident I am. No, you're just in your own energy. You're doing your thing. You're not caring about other people. And that's why you get to sleep well every night because the thought of other people just aren't a part of your reality right now. And that's beautiful because when you're not caught up in, oh, what are they thinking? What are they saying? What could, just all those unnecessary things when it comes to other people, you will actually have so much space and room for new people. that match your energy, that don't deal with those lower vibrational thoughts and actually embody and live in a very high vibrational state, very much more aligned with who you are, collective. And because of this, you're going to be able to collaborate. You're going to be able to meet new people and create new plans, new ideas, new projects, right? You guys have a lot of projects. And the one thing that was lacking before was the right community to back you up. But the community is coming in now because you've realized your old community just is not it. You're not even feeling angry. You're not feeling anything. That's the thing, collective. If you are feeling sadness, understand that that's just like the last remnants that are coming up to be processed so that they can leave your energetic body. So your energy, completely clear. It is clearing out. Everything is purging out. 2025 did its dang job on you guys, collective. If you guys were in the dark night of the soul previously in the last year, know that once winter is over and you're not, maybe you guys experience like seasonal depression and stuff, wait till that feeling starts to go away and then you'll understand the energy of the new year for you. That's why I think I'm much more in line with like Chinese New Year, Vietnamese New Year, because to me, that really, the energy of that really feels like a new year. Like Western New Year, or just, overall, all around the world New Year, still feels like it's in the middle of winter. It still feels like it's in the middle of that area of just processing and resting and feeling, right? And so let yourself feel these things as January passes, because to me, that is still like a temporary period before the new year starts, right? Like back then when calendars were just like barely made, okay, not like Mayan times, we're talking about like medieval times or something. 2 months out of the year, it was just winter. It was so dead. There was no action. There's nothing. And so it didn't even count as part of the year. And so that's what I'm feeling here, where it's like, don't worry if you're not feeling this gung-ho energy right off the bat. Know that we are all still in that period of like the zone of just rest. And once Vietnamese New Year starts, that's when the energy really picks up. That's when that horse energy is going to be felt immediately. And that's when you will get on that horse and go on the freaking ride of your life. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. It is so good. It is so strong. So potent. And yeah, let's pull out some oracle cards to wrap up this reading. Maybe you guys had been thinking a little too small. Okay, the Two of Wands, this is all about like, I'm hearing like, I got the whole world in my hands, okay? In the palm of your hands. As the wise John Summit would say, you have the world in the palm of your hands. And so rethink your choices, as in reevaluate where your goals are, because it's going to matter. It's going to matter when it comes to this collaborative energy, where you want to see or where you want to be. Okay, so really reimagine the decisions, the choices that you are going to be making. Or maybe you're in the midst of a decision right now and Spirit is giving you that urge to rethink your decision, because maybe there's just something that you weren't considering before that might be really important now, and it seems to really deal with what you're manifesting. Okay, so rethinking your choices will allow you, I think Spirit's just like, okay, we need to realign. We need to realign with our manifestations. Get out your journal, make a list of the things that you just want to occur in 2026. Okay? Don't think about ego. Don't think about like oh, how is this gonna benefit me? And just think about your desires. Not think about how beneficial one thing is for you. Just think about, what would I like to receive in this new year? What would I like to do in this new year? What would I like to experience in this year? Right? So those kind of things, write them down, really think about them, and then see how your choices, are they aligning to those or not? And if they're not, Spirit's just saying like, okay, well, now you know. No, that's it. And then your angels are supporting you. And so they're saying like, think big, collective. Think very big, because you would not have gone through all of this, without being prepared for something a lot bigger than what you're currently imagining. And so your angels are supporting you here. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, they are all here, which is a really big deal, guys. These are very powerful energies, and they are all supporting you so that you can just run towards your fears, because with the help of the angels, you're going to feel unstoppable. You're going to feel like your fears are just these small little remnants of limiting beliefs, okay? And it's going to be so powerful for you, because I think fear has been kind of running your life in a lot of ways, right? Like we're afraid to go after certain things, and so we just avoid it, and we do all these other things that we think would kind of fill that void. But in reality, no, you should have just gone after that first thing. But because we were just too scared, it just never happened. And another year went by where nothing happened, right? And so your angels are here now. They realize that you really need that support. People around you are not supporting you in the ways that you need, and they are sick of it. They are done with it, and they are calling in reinforcements to help you during this process, because they just know how little support you've actually received in your physical life. And that saddens my heart so much, because I believe everyone deserves support. I believe that there shouldn't just be a lucky few that get supported while being in this world. I think we all should be supported. I think that rather than just being spiteful towards those that do get the support, I think the energy needs to shift in, okay, well, I want everyone to be supported, not just a couple few, not to hate on them, but to realize that everyone deserves what those few have, right? And so that's just my mentality. I'm a huge, lover of humanitarian. I'm just a humanitarian, so I really desire for people to be supported. I like a lot of my desires, my truest desires, really align with the collective. It aligns with helping the collective. I believe everyone should have housing. I believe everyone should have support. And yeah, we shouldn't be hating on people that do have support. I don't know why I'm saying that. Probably just because I've had past friends that that really hated the fact that other people would get support when they wouldn't. And I get it, but at the same time, don't be hateful. Be a better person. You know. You can see why I'm not around them anymore. Anyways, maybe you guys dealt with that as well. Progress can be slow. Small progress can amount to big changes in yourself and your physical world. So I think last year, 2025, you had a lot of goals for yourself. And although you weren't able to accomplish everything, you accomplished a lot within the year. I think you took it slow. I think you took it really easy. And that was necessary, because it's those small steps that culminate into larger movements in life, right? So just understand that all the progress that you made in the past year, they're going to show up real quick in this year. The progress may have been slow in the past year, but this year, oh my God, everything's going to just come at you so quickly, and it's not going to be in a harmful way. It's not going to be in a scary way. It's not going to be in a way that you cannot handle, because it wouldn't be coming to you if you couldn't handle it, right? So understand that the work that you've done in the past, it's coming into fruition now. So stand your ground. Your empire is built on the trust you have within yourself. And boy, have you built that trust within yourself. I think that 2025, you relied on yourself so much, collective. And because of that, you learned how to stand on your own 2 feet without anybody helping you up. And that is a very important lesson that spirit really needed you to learn, how to pick yourself up, how to do things for you, how to pour energy into you, right? And to not pour energy into other people, not give to other people, because that's what you've been operating on your entire life. And your inner child, your body was screaming for that energy to be poured into itself. And you did that. You stood your ground and you built that trust with yourself by showing up for yourself every day, by making decisions that help you. Okay? And because of that, your body now trusts you, and you can now trust your body. No matter where you are, no matter what you're going through, you can trust that you being in your body, you are safe, you are protected, you are guided, right? And so you have built a beautiful, beautiful connection with yourself and your spirit guides this past year. And so this year is going to be showing you that love back. As within, so without, right? So as you became so loving towards yourself, you became so stable, so trustworthy. Now the world is going to come off trustworthy to you. You're going to be able to trust the people coming into your life now. You're going to be able to trust the opportunities coming in. And you're going to be able to trust your direction. Maybe before you just didn't know where you were heading, right? With this 2 of Wands, you felt like you had a decision to make. You didn't know where you were going. But now you're just like, okay, well, even if I don't know where I'm going, I know that as long as I am me, as long as I am in my body, as long as I am here, I am safe. I am guided. I am going in the right path, no matter what. And that is an unshakable force, okay? That is a kind of force that your doubters, okay, I wouldn't call them haters. They just doubted the crap out of you. Your doubters, they're going to see what that kind of work can do for you, for them, through you. You're going to be the example. And that's how you're a teacher, collective. You don't teach people by sitting on or standing on a soapbox and going like, people, listen to me. I have wisdom. No, you're not doing that. You are literally embodying that wisdom. And because you're embodying that wisdom, you're going to catch people's attention. And, most of the time, if they get triggered off of you, it's because they have a lot to learn from you. It's because they see something in you that they desire within themselves. And because of that, you trigger them into an awakening about that certain thing, right? And, an awakening, it kind of like tumbles on itself. It's snowballing. It snowballs. And so like one tiny awakening, one awareness within self suddenly sparks this thought of like, oh my God, there's actually so much about me to explore. I've only dealt with this one thing because I was triggered into it. But now I am seeing a plethora, a whole sea full of just me. And there's so much of it. And that's when they start pouring into themselves, because they're going to get so curious about who they are, what they're here to do, why they've been through what they've been through. And yeah, collective, I think this year, 2026, is going to be the year you realize that you are an embodied version of wisdom. You are an embodiment of universal wisdom and truth. And when people see that, they cannot help but get triggered. They cannot help but get curious. You'll be finding that quite often, collective. People are going to be very curious about you, to the point where they just need to reach out to you to talk to you, because they cannot hold in that curiosity any longer. Because what you are embodying, it's so outwardly beautiful. It is so outwardly like thriving and successful that even the people that didn't necessarily believe in what you were doing, they are now going to be open to it, because they didn't realize that this path could also lead to the lifestyle that they wanted. And once they realize that, that's an awakening, that's an opening, an expansion of the mind, right? So just by doing that, you have opened another window to the soul for someone else. And how amazing is that? That's why we do this, right, collective? This is why we're the light workers that we are, because we love it when people finally see the beauty within themselves, finally understand that you don't need to be focused on other people. You have such a well of creativity, of just mystery within your own self. There is no need to look outside. And that's the answer, right? When you start looking within, you're not looking outside. And because the in is so interesting, the internal is just captivating. And that's where you want people to be. And that's where I want people to be. And that's why I started this channel. I felt the call. I felt that intuitive whisper. Okay, I heard it. It was like, go make another channel. I had another channel before, but I took it down because I started it so early in my journey that I felt like a lot of the information just no longer resonated with me, because I've just learned so much more since then, you know? And so only my first video is from my old channel. Every video since then has been the energy of now. And I feel much more aligned to it. It feels much more attuned. And it's just a great way to also like navigate and see how much you've grown, right? Because as we're going through this process, it's really hard to keep track of what we used to think versus now, because now is kind of what it is, you know? And so having a collection of videos of my own growth, it has been really amazing, because I'm not watching it in a judgmental way. Because, you know, it's not about like right or wrong. It was just like, I just was unaware before, but now I am aware. Do you see how that doesn't really have any emotion to it? It's just like, well, I just didn't know before, but now I do know. You know, so it's like that, where I think before I would get like kind of embarrassed if I didn't know certain things, and I spoke about it in a way where I thought I knew everything. But now I look back and I'm like, well, that's what you knew at the time. So yeah, that is what you knew to be true. But your truth has really changed. And collective, your truth has really changed. Your truth has changed to the point where I think other people can see it very clearly how you're not operating the same anymore. But to you feel like you've only come closer to who you truly were, right? Not like a different version of you, but I feel like you feel a lot closer to your true self, who you were as a child and who you are now are more synonymous than who you were in your 20s versus who you are now. And so, yeah, collective, I think I'm going to stop it there, but know that your 2026 is going to be so blessed. Don't worry about like those cards being in reverse, because the message is simply you are stepping out of that receptive energy and you're stepping into your action energy. Okay? And because you're stepping into your action energy, guess what? You're going to be blessed. You're going to be given literally everything, because you're going out there and you're like, gimme. And they're going to give it to you. Obviously, you're not going to say it like that, but you're going to do it much more tactfully than I am in this reading. But yes, collective, I hope that this message helped you in any way. If it did, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe if you enjoy my type of readings. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.